Hey everybody, welcome back to Uncommon Nonsense with Collin Payne. Before we get into this episode, I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit. This is, for your information, future Collin. I am currently editing the episode you're about to listen to, and I just wanted to give a little bit of an explanation as to why there was such a long gap. There was about 2 months in between my last upload as of the day that this is going up. I just wanted to kind of tell you guys, first of all, I apologize for the gap. Sorry if you missed us. But I had some personal things happen in my life that I had to devote a little bit more of my available time to sorting out. But we got all that handled. Nothing too bad. Everything's all good. And I didn't completely forget about you guys also. During that meantime, I've been recording and stockpiling episodes. And trying to figure out, exactly how to tackle this whole scheduling on top of, other things. But I'm in a better place with how this show is going to work. I'm in a better headspace and ability I can actually edit now, which is good. But yeah, so we're getting right back into the show. And I appreciate your patience. Before we do get into the episode, I also wanted to point out you're probably seeing the wonderful new art that this channel has been so graciously gifted by friend of the channel, Jeremiah. He is one of my best friends and a great artist, and he took the time out of his very busy schedule to create a wonderful rendition of myself for the show. So I hope you guys are enjoying looking at that. I know I'm really appreciative of it. If you enjoy it, just go ahead and shout out, say thanks, Jeremiah. I want to see a bunch of comments that say thank you, Jeremiah, because he deserves it. He deserves all the support he can, all the support he can get. And yeah, so without further ado, we'll get right back into your regularly scheduled Uncommon Nonsense. Welcome, come one, come all, to Uncommon Nonsense with Collin Payne
and Emily.
Oh, we bring to you another episode of the podcast. It's Uncommon Nonsense with Collin Payne, and that's me, and I'm joined by my lovely wife Emily again.
Hello again.
We're gonna be looking at some more Reddit stuff. We're gonna be, having some goofs and some gaffes. Last time I had Emily on the pod, we looked at r/am I the asshole, if you remember that.
Yeah, that was a very interesting time.
Yeah, went through
some really juicy am I the assholes.
Went down a little rabbit hole of some pretty whack people. But this time I thought we'd spice it up a bit. We spent a little time before we recorded. We kind of perused through r/WouldYouRather, which is another one of those kind of infamous subreddits. We had a little bit of a rough go trying to find some good ones though. There were some ones that were kind of whack, but there were some ones that I curated. We kind of came together and picked out some good ones, so we'll take a look at them. All right, so before we get into it, as always, I just want to thank you all for listening in. I just wanted to go over again. It was kind of in the end of episode 4. But I wanted to talk about the YouTube channel just to remind everybody. I did change the name and kind of tag of the YouTube channel where the podcast episodes are uploaded. It is now at Uncommon Collin. YT is the little tag, but the actual name of the channel is Uncommon Collin. That's Uncommon Collin, just like on all the other kind of social medias. Just to kind of keep them. I want to kind of keep them all in line. I feel like that kind of made the most sense for the brand. But I just wanted to kind of clarify that and get that information out there just in case anyone is wondering. And we do also upload on Spotify, so if you listen to Spotify, catch us over there. Give us a review. I think they have the review system on Spotify. I'd love whatever feedback you got for us. But let's hop into some would you rathers, huh?
Yeah.
So we did a little look-see beforehand, like I said, to kind of figure out what would be some good ones to talk about. But for anyone who has not seen r/WouldYouRather. It's another one of those subreddits, one of those wacky little subreddits. They're everywhere, and there's too many of them. But basically, it's a subreddit of people coming up with the class. Like, you remember, right? I feel like everybody played Would You Rathers, like, as a kid, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like, I don't know. I definitely remember being a kid and coming up with the, would you rather eat mud or be a snail? You know what I mean? Like, dumb stuff like that. You remember?
Oh, yeah.
So, like, I picked this one just kind of as, like, an easy, this is a very simple, would you rather have a coffee-flavored muffin or muffin-flavored coffee? So, I just thought this, because I personally am a big coffee guy. I've gotten into coffee a lot more, especially working third shift.
Yeah, and honestly, both of those sounds like really good.
Yeah, there's
really good things.
Usually the point of a would you rather is, like, they're both kind of sucky, and you have to pick the lesser of two evils. But
right.
I kind of
seems like both of them, like, I would eat them together.
Yeah, it would be delicious. It seems like, this person is just they're very lighthearted. They have a very
What an innocent would you rather. I like that.
And it says, credit my good friend give me the suggestion for the would you rather. So they even went so far as to be like, this isn't my concept,
Yeah. But I guess if you're not a muffin or coffee person, then this is just like, no thanks to everything.
So what do you think? Would you rather have a muffin flavored coffee, or would you rather have a coffee flavored muffin? I'm going for muffin flavored coffee.
I'm going for that as well, muffin flavored coffee.
Really?
Because
Yeah.
I'm not.
I'm a big fan of sweet coffees, and I think that a muffin flavored coffee is just going to be sweet and delicious.
Yeah. Wait, I got that backwards. I wanted to do a muffin.
You're in the coffee flavored muffin category.
Yeah,
You want a muffin that's flavored like coffee?
Yes. Yeah. That sounds delicious.
It also, that does also sound good, but all right. So
if I had to pick one, that's what I would pick.
Right. Well, that's what it is. We got to pick one, and we are differing on our first one. So go ahead and mark that in the books. We already disagree.
Coffee makes my stomach hurt, but it's really good.
Hey,
muffin doesn't make my stomach hurt.
Coffee makes
and
me
if it
feel
tastes
great.
like coffee, then hey.
I blame my mother wholeheartedly for my coffee addiction, because she drank coffee nonstop when I was growing up, and the smell of it, everything, it's so good.
You kind of have to as a mother.
Yeah.
I mean, not have to, but most of them.
It definitely helps. So this one's kind of topical. So we all know the glorious, the man himself, the big spaceman, the big car man, the big tunnel man,
the musky man,
the big musky boy. He's made some waves recently with this whole Twitter deal, which is, I don't know, not going great.
No, not really.
This says, would you rather live the Elon Musk high life but gets tortured for a year to death at 90, or live an average life but dies comfortable at 90?
So at the age of 90, wait, so you die at 90?
Yeah.
So you start at 89 and go to 90, but being tortured the whole time.
The minute you turn 90, you get tortured for a year.
And you make it to 91.
And then you die. But for a whole year, I'm assuming you're being tortured. Or you live an average life and then die comfortably at 90.
I think I would rather live an average life and die comfortably at 90.
Yeah, because
sure.
Because they specifically say, would you rather live the Elon Musk high life? And he's not doing too great right now. I mean, he's still got
I wouldn't call
money,
that life a very high life.
His,
it's a very sad life.
Assets are plummeting. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't know a whole lot about Elon Musk personally, but I know that he has with the whole Twitter deal, he's going down the tube. But I would absolutely live an average life and die comfortably at 90. I feel like
that's what we're going to probably have anyway.
Right. And I mean, hey, more power to us, right?
Right.
But all right, so we agree on that one. That was that was a solid agreement. Get your shit together, Elon. All right, so you want to read this one? All right, so we'll let you read this one off.
All right. This one is, would you rather have a sleeping disorder that causes you to scream once during your sleep, or a sleep disorder that causes you to get up and sleep dance?
So wacky as hell. Your mom sleepwalks, right?
Occasionally, yeah.
Can you imagine if you woke up and just saw your mom busting it down? Like absolutely like hitting the gritty, like break dancing in her sleep? That'd be fucking hilarious.
That would be hilarious. That'd be hilarious for any occasion. Like for anyone. But I think I would rather get up and do a sleep scream. Because I
Well,
wouldn't, risk waking.
This says, it says during your sleep. But so you're not going to wake up, but you're just going to scream. So
Oh,
it would
yeah.
assumably wake up
Just
everybody
one
around
time,
you.
though?
Yes.
Okay, whatever. It's better than getting up and getting, like, dancing and, like, tripping over some shit and falling over and getting hurt.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
It's startling, but...
It's definitely less dangerous.
Less dangerous.
But, I mean, we have children. You're going to wake up the kids.
Yeah, I'm going to be like, hey, I had a bad dream. Sorry.
Every night?
Every night.
Every night I'm riddled with
Everyone
nightmares.
wears earplugs in the house.
The screams.
Of my mother.
The demons, they torment me. It'd be horrible. I would hate it if you screamed every night in your sleep. I would absolutely hate it.
I would hate it if I got up and danced every night in my sleep.
I think I do have to agree with you.
I think I would wake up even more tired and like, what the fuck?
Right. Yeah. I think that it would just be, like you pointed out, it would just be more dangerous, right? Like you could trip and fall, or you could break your arm.
Yeah, that's true. This one says, if dancing means getting out of bed and dancing near furniture, fuck no. Just tape my mouth during sleep time.
Right, yeah.
That's true. You could just I'll breathe out of my nose.
No, I think we definitely agree on that one. Sleep screaming is the better option.
Yeah.
Would you rather eat an eggshell or a banana peel?
Those are two very
this
not
is like
aesthetically pleasing things to...
No, yeah, this is like the classic would you rather, right? Like the lesser of two evils. Like, which is going to be harder to eat? Because the eggshell is going to be really hard to swallow. It's going to be really crunchy and sharp little pieces, you know?
I feel like the banana peel would just be super hard to chew up. But
And
maybe,
bananas have that, like, gagginess almost. I feel like the peel is where most of that hides. You know?
Yeah.
I definitely feel like the banana peel is going to make you...
I don't even know about this one. I don't even know. I think an eggshell, I guess. I would say an eggshell.
You're going eggshell?
Yeah, because you could at least chew that up until it's like smaller to chew. Just drink it with some water. It's like powder almost.
But like, imagine if you don't chew it up enough and it's all
and they're
scratchy.
Supposed to be good, good for you, aren't they?
I guess. I mean, hypothetically, an eggshell or banana peel is probably good for you.
Put like a spoonful of like yogurt in your mouth with it. Maybe it'll go down easier.
No. I'm vetoing that. I have to go banana peel. I feel like it's going to be more to eat and it's going to be difficult in the long run, but it's going to be easier to choke down than crispy.
Yeah, it might slide down there better.
Eggshell.
You're right.
I don't want to scratch my throat all up with eggshell.
I don't think it would get scratchy. I think it would just get really I guess we'll have to try it and find out.
I think it might get scratchy. Yeah, I guess we'll do a video of us eating both an eggshell and a banana peel and upload it to the channel.
No.
If that should be that'll be like a sub goal. We reach like 100 subs or something. Oh man, the banana peel would be so bad. Like both of them would be horrible, but banana peels are big.
That's they are. That's why I say eggshell, and you're like, no.
But
scratchy.
Man, I can't imagine eating either of them. Would you rather? And this is for all the Gen Zers and the millennials out there who can't go a damn second without putting their phone down.
Right.
That's the reason you got. That's the reason you got all your issues. You never got to go out and put that damn phone.
All right, Grandpa.
Shout out to all the boomers.
It's taking over your mind.
Any of the boomers that watch us, I appreciate you. Would you rather never lose phone signal or have unlimited battery? Now this is good because I suffer both of these things tick me off on a near daily basis. Because at my job, I am permitted to have like an earbud in, you know, and like listen to stuff. And so I listen to a lot of, wouldn't you have guessed it, podcasts. Kind of why I have one. But if I don't charge my phone enough and my phone dies, you know, halfway through my shift, I got like how many hours left without listening to stuff while I'm just throwing shit on shelves? Come on. That's awful. Forget that.
Right.
No, I don't want nothing to do with that. But my phone also sometimes loses signal because we put all of our cardboard in a baler. It's in the back. You know where it is. Yeah. You also work in the same location. But it's in the back of the store, which is like concrete, like warehouse, you know? So I go back there and I lose signal. Both of them take me off, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
On a near daily basis. So, but if I had to pick, I really think I'm going. Oh, see, I don't know. I'm so drawn to unlimited battery, right? Just because of the ease of never having to plug your phone in again, or like worry about, oh, my phone's gonna die. But the overall like safety factor of never losing signal. You know what I mean? Like imagine you're
if
lost.
That means you have
the
the signal now, then I think I would still take the unlimited battery because our signal is annoying, but it's not terrible.
Right, that's true. It could be a lot worse.
I would still take the unlimited battery because that's
you don't
really
think
helpful.
You're ever gonna get like lost in the woods and not have phone signal and like be like, damn, I should have picked never lose phone signal.
That's true.
What if we go out hunting for Bigfoot? Because this is now, it's not every episode, but this is pretty much every episode that we've mentioned Bigfoot. What if we go hunting for Bigfoot and lose phone signal and get lost in the woods and we don't have phone signal?
Well, we really should be more prepared in the woods,
when
I guess.
We're squatching?
Yeah.
You think we should be more prepared when we're squatching?
Yeah, and maybe not rely on the... I don't even know.
I think that the battery in the lifestyle that we have would be the most helpful.
Right.
But I can see how never lose signal would be appealing to a lot of people. But yeah, I think we agree on that one. Unlimited battery?
Yeah, for sure.
All right, that's another agreement right there.
Yeah.
So what rude awakening would you rather have, Emily, every day? Would you rather get smacked in the balls? Right in your balls?
Right in my balls that I don't have. Or
would you rather have some guy plop his man meat on your forehead? An emphasis on some guy.
Is it? Yeah, what is some guy?
I'm assuming it means that some random individual is going to come into your house in the morning when it's time for you to wake up and plop
Smack me in the balls.
Smack you in the balls?
Yes. Because it's not going to hurt me. I don't got any balls. I mean, it's still going to hurt, but it's not going to be as bad as it would for you, I feel like.
I mean, getting smacked in the balls? I don't know what the equivalent would be for you.
Right.
But just hypothetically, if you had balls. I do have balls, and I'm going with getting smacked in the balls.
Yeah.
I don't want a random guy to come into my house and plop his man meat on my forehead. It's going to hurt less, like, physically, but it's going to hurt my soul a whole lot more.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
Just smack me in the balls.
Yeah.
Just smack me in the balls.
Yeah.
Just smack me in the balls.
Yeah.
I think that we agree on that one, too.
Oh, yeah.
That's
an easy.
Reel back and just give it your all.
This comment says, so I just had my balls removed last week, but I'm curious about this man meat. Does the man it's attached to bathe and groom himself regularly? Is he attractive? Does he like to snuggle?
OP says no, and no.
That's a shame.
Damn.
That's
yeah,
what it says.
I mean, you
sir, need many years of therapy.
I agree with that. I would need many years of therapy after having some guy put his meat on my forehead, you know?
This girl also said, I don't have balls, so first choice.
Here's the thing. Can you booby trap the guy? Like, what? Like, this guy says, I wouldn't mind it too much, but I'll make sure to put some tape on my forehead and coat it in itching powder. So, like, could I hypothetically, like, he's got to put his man meat on my forehead.
It's going to get on, I think the itching powder is going to get on him, too.
Maybe.
It's going to flop down and splash onto his face.
It's probably not worth it in the long run.
It's a whole lot of planning.
None
Just
of
get
it's
smacked.
worth it. Just get smacked in the balls. This is propaganda. Join the ranks and get smacked in the balls. Alright. Piss.
And shit.
Ooh. Talking piss and we're talking shit now. Ooh. Talking piss and we're talking shit. Oh yeah. Alright, Emily. Would you rather? All right, answer me this question. Would you rather get punched in the face by a fourth grader with knuckle dusters, aka brass knuckles, or get punched in the face 4 times by Mike Tyson? Mike Tyson.
I would rather get punched by a 4th grader with knuckle dusters.
You're saying you're taking the metal to the face?
I am, because it's a 4th grader and I don't think it's going to hurt that bad.
Okay, but...
More than Mike Tyson.
But see, here's the thing, though. Mike Tyson was a professional fucking boxer. He gets 4 punches.
I'd only get 1 punch by the 4th grader and 4 by Mike Tyson. I'm taking the 4th grader.
Yeah, I agree. I guess that's fair. My thing about the knuckle dusters and the 4th grader is that the 4th grader's probably going to get really excited about it. You know what I mean? He's probably going to be
Yeah.
really into the concept of punching you with knuckle dusters, so he's probably going to really fucking wallop you, but...
Not as bad as Mike Tyson.
Yeah, not nearly
Mike
as bad as
Tyson will
Mike
put me
Tyson.
in a fucking coma.
Especially with 4 punches, bro. He's gonna...
Yeah,
he's
the
gonna
4th grader
fucking
would
kill
at
you.
least sting for a bit. I think 4 good hits from Mike Tyson could quite literally kill me. That's exactly what I said.
Yeah, but this is... So there's a comment here. I saw it earlier. It said, when we were kind of looking through it, it said that they... Oh, this has a lot of downvotes because apparently the OP has been replying to a lot of the comments in a not very smart way. But this is a comment by the poster of the Would You Rather. It says, knuckle dusters are made of metal, in response to somebody saying that they would rather take the 4th grader. And it's got minus 85 upvotes.
Yeah.
People, I mean, I get...
Mike Tyson will literally put you...
I think that
put
the
you to-
4
put you
punches
to
from
sleep.
Mike Tyson would be enough to kill you, potentially. But I do think that people are forgetting or putting, you know, kind of letting the knuckle dusters slide a little bit too easy. They are literal hunks of metal. But, and I mean, I don't know, it is a 4th grader.
I
but
think it would sting, like that one comment said. Like, it would just sting real bad for a while.
it would do more than sting. It's metal going into, like, your jaw.
Well,
it would
yeah,
hurt.
that's
Probably,
true.
you'd probably be injured if you're,
Yeah.
depending on the 4th grader and depending on how well they punch you. I would reckon I would be injured.
That's
I'm
true.
fragile enough that
How
a
old
4th
is a
grader...
4th grader?
It's like a 12-year-old. No. Right? It'd be like a 10, 11-year-old, maybe even 12.
Yeah, I would say a 10
Going
or
on 12,
11-year-old.
punching you in the face with knuckle dusters. Depending on the kid.
Right. Give me the smallest bunch of the group.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I think I agree with you, though. I would take the knuckle dusters, but it wouldn't be... I wouldn't be happy about it. I wouldn't be happy about it
Right.
at all. As you know, Emily, and friends... All my friends out there that are listening, by the way, I just want to say I appreciate you guys. But all y'all know I'm a big Batman nerd. DC in general, but I'm a giant Batman fan.
Yeah.
So I saw this one and I thought I would bring it up because you don't have as much knowledge into the DC kind of universe as I do. But
I have more now.
yeah, since we've been together and I've forced you to watch several of the Batman animated movies.
Yeah, they're good.
They're great. But this is a Would You Rather, and it says you have to live in one. So which would you rather live in? And the options are Gotham, which is infamously, you know, where Batman does his thing. And then there's Metropolis, which is Superman's stomping grounds. And then Banetown from the Harley Quinn animated series. And here, I will admit, I have not seen the Harley Quinn animated series, so I have no idea what Banetown is. But I wanted
Doesn't sound pleasant.
No, it doesn't, from what I know of Bane. But I mainly wanted to talk about, would you rather live in Gotham or Metropolis? Because the thing that you have to think about, like, yeah, one's got Batman, one's got Superman. But the thing is the villains, right? Like, you're just living in the city as a normal person. So you got to deal with, like, the Joker, like, fucking planting bombs in orphanages and, like, you know what I mean? Like, blowing up bridges for no reason. And then you got to deal with, like, Lex Luthor and Superman fighting in the streets where Superman, like, throws cars and shit, you know?
I think I would still probably take Metropolis.
You're saying Metropolis with Superman?
I don't have a lot of knowledge on Metropolis, but it just seems like Gotham has a lot more
Here's my
shit going on.
Here's my take on it, and I'm in the same boat.
I know you love Batman, so you're probably gonna say Gotham.
I'm big on Batman, and I have a lot more knowledge of Batman, so I think that might be pushing my answer here a little bit because I have less knowledge of Superman and Metropolis. But I agree with you. I think that I'm also going to pick Metropolis because Batman's villains notoriously, like, pick out, like, groups of civilians or, like, a civilian. Like, you know what I mean? They're constantly like, oh, we're gonna blow up this ferry of people. Or, like, oh, we're gonna capture an entire group of, like, I don't know. It's just, like, it feels like Gotham's villains are constantly going after the civilians, whereas Metropolis is full of, like, people that want to destroy the world.
Right.
Whereas Superman has to be like, oh, I don't know, maybe, and I could be wrong. I'm sure there's lots of Superman villains that go after, like, the civilians in Metropolis. But I would hate to live through like a Joker gas attack or like even a
Oh my
Riddler
gosh.
like citywide takeover like he
Yeah.
did in 0 Year, where he shut down the entire grid of the city and it was like an entire year of no power and no way to get out of the city. You know what I mean? Like, can you imagine?
No.
Fuck that.
Fuck that.
So yeah, I think I'm going for Metropolis too. I
For
think
sure.
that
Metropolis is the answer.
I'm surprised
It's
we agreed
safer.
on that one.
I am very surprised that you didn't pick Gotham.
No, Batman, I will say Batman's cooler than Superman, in my opinion. And I'm not one of those people that's like, oh, Superman's lame. I love Superman. I think that his character has meant so much to so many people and it's carried through over the years. But Batman over Superman any day of the week, in my opinion. That's just me, though. Well, I'm sure we'll talk more on other episodes about nerdy, dorky shit. So if you want to hear me talk comics and stuff, let me know in the comments. I would love to do a couple episodes. We want to do a couple episodes on movies. Ooh. Anyway, nerdy shit aside, get the geeks out of here. We're talking about something that we talked about something I liked. So we're going to talk about something I hate.
Oh,
Would you
boy.
rather bite into a pickle that unexpectedly turns out to taste like chocolate, or a chocolate that is unexpectedly pickle flavored? So,
I'm gonna let you go first because I like all of these.
fucking, I hate pickles. I would rather, like, okay, if somebody put a loaded gun to my head and said,
Oh, no.
eat this entire pickle or you die, I'm done. I'm
Oh,
out.
you're ridiculous.
It's over.
Just bite the fucking pickle.
No, they're awful. My sister growing up tormented me with the smell of pickles, and she would like drink the juice and shit. Awful.
I drank the juice of it when I
No.
was pregnant.
Terrible.
Couldn't get enough
You know,
of it.
you want to know something? This is a call out to my sister. If she listens, I'm sure that she'll
Stumble upon it.
ream me for it. But when my sister was pregnant, I came upstairs. I had a basement bedroom. Bedroom is in the basement. And I come upstairs, and the staircase led directly into the kitchen, right? My sister is standing at the fucking counter, eating sliced up pickles and milk, like it's cereal. Because I thought she was eating cereal, and I go to look over her shoulder. It's fucking pickle slices in milk.
Yeah, that
with
is.
a spoon and a bowl.
It is pretty. That's pretty whack.
Unbelievable. Like, that's satanic shit, right? But, back to the question
I
at
don't
hand.
agree with that one.
I don't think that you could get me to bite into a pickle. Even if it was chocolate flavored, I don't think that you could get me to look at a pickle and bite into it. But if I bit a chocolate that is unexpectedly pickle flavored, I would be very, very upset.
Right, but you would bite into it.
Yeah.
'Cause
So
you would think
I would
it's
say,
chocolate.
would you rather? I don't think I could get myself to bite into a pickle. Even if I'm like, this is gonna taste like chocolate, I couldn't look at a pickle and bite into it.
My concern or question is, does it have the consistency of chocolate when you bite into it, or is it does the consistency of pickle but taste like chocolate?
And my question is,
Because that would be weird.
my question is that if the pickle tastes like chocolate, does it smell like chocolate or does it smell like a pickle? Because if it smells like a pickle, I'm not going fucking near it.
Right. I'm sure it would smell like chocolate.
I hate pickles that much.
I think I would also do a chocolate that tastes like a pickle, just because I'm confused on the. I have questions with that first option.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
No. I just hate pickles. I hate them. Shout out to all the pickles out there. Realistically, what is a pickle if not just a cucumbers are delicious. A cucumber? Come on. A delicious, crisp, hydrating cucumber, maybe with a little salt on it? Oh, phenomenal. Any day of the week, give me a fucking cucumber. But the minute that you leave it in some vinegar for months, you ruined it. You took a perfectly good vegetable and you ruined
come
it to
on.
make a pickle.
I love pickles.
Pickles are like the epitome of doing too much. That is my pickles. You've done too much. You took something so good and you put it in a brine, and now it's garbage.
Okay.
And you're gonna put that on my burger, my hammed
get it without
burger. You're gonna put that pickle on my hammed burger? Go fuck yourself. Absolutely not. Not in my house. So that's my
We
rant.
have pickles in the fridge.
No.
Yes, we do. Because my daughter loves them, and so do I. But I don't eat them, really. She does.
I hate them. I hate them. Okay, so anyway, would you rather be paralyzed from the waist down or have hiccups for the rest of your life? And
I would rather have hiccups for the rest of my life.
You already kind of do. You get hiccups quite often.
I do.
You get hiccups a lot, and here's the thing. Somebody said in the comments, paralyzed. I don't think I could deal with the hiccups for even one full day. And then someone else says paralysis would be easier to live with, much easier. That's fucking absurd.
I don't think that would be much easier to live
The hiccups
with.
would suck a lot, having them constantly. But being paralyzed from the waist down?
Nah.
You can't fucking walk. You know what I mean? Like,
well,
I would
like
rather
your
be able
whole
to
life
fucking
changes too. Like you're not like you have the hiccups. Okay, well your life still goes on. It's really, really fucking annoying.
Right.
But you have to like change so much about your life
and have someone like take care of you.
Yeah.
Like you're now a burden on other. Not to be like.
Not really. Not a burden.
Not yeah, but I mean like. Come on. I don't know. You're like. I'm taking hiccups. I think that these two people in the comments are fucking ridiculous. I'm taking hiccups. So you're taking hiccups as well?
I am taking the hiccups.
Okay. Hiccups it is. You better get ready. I'm glad you didn't pick paralyzed below the waist because that would have been hard to do to you.
Would you rather drink from a toilet or pee in a litter box? Kitty litter box.
This is dumb.
This is a pretty dumb one because I'm going to pick pee in a litter box. I'm going to put my mouth near
There's
a toilet.
a ratio for this, and 224 people drank. Hang on, let's retry that. There's a voting ratio for this one already. 5.9 thousand people picked pee in a litter box, right? And 224 people picked drink from a toilet. I think those people just want to drink from a toilet.
I think they've been waiting for a chance.
I think that's just 224 freaks that are trying to get a sip of that porcelain bowl.
Ooh.
You know, I think they're trying to get down there and get a little... Because why on earth would you drink from a toilet? Or, like, if the option was drink from a toilet or pee from a litter box, why are you drinking from a toilet? I can pee anywhere. I could pee anywhere. And you're going to tell me that that's like it's supposed to be like this comment says, would you rather eat an apple or have your foot cut off? That's exactly like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Why are you
Someone
drinking
said, ooh, that's hard.
I think, you know what I think? Here's my theory. I think that this person just wanted to drink from a toilet and have like kind of, like he wanted to garner support. You know what I mean? He wanted people to like back him up. He's like, yeah. Drink from a toilet or pee
I now
in a
have
litter
a
box.
community of toilet drinkers.
I'm just saying, dude, don't drink from a toilet ever. Also, don't pee in a litter box because that's not for you. But I'm just saying, if you have to do one of the two, pee in the litter box. You're not gonna get a fucking illness. This is why we have diseases, you know?
Yeah.
Is people
for sure
that want to drink from toilets.
Toilet drinkers.
224 of them to be exact. Find them. Let's find them. Put them somewhere.
Need to be stopped.
We're gonna have a little throwback. Throw it back now. Episode 2 of Uncommon Nonsense, titled "The Perfect Creature," was me, Derek, and Jeremiah having a discussion where I brought up the hypothetical: if they could come up with whatever creature they wanted, what would they do? And Derek's answer was to make Pokemon real. And we had a very long and intense discussion on why that's a horrible idea. But would you rather, Emily, live in a world where Pokemon are real, or live in a zombie apocalypse where only you are immune to the virus?
I would live with Pokemon, I would say.
Really?
They're adorable.
Yeah, but like,
I don't want to be alone.
Here's the thing.
In a zombie apocalypse world?
Here's the thing about Pokemon, right?
Oh, no.
There's like over 800 now. Pretty sure there's over 1,000. Maybe like 400 of those are adorable. And out of those 400 that are adorable, 200 of those are adorable but could still fucking kill you.
Yeah.
The rest of them,
you know what, it can also
are
kill
terrifying
you?
Ghost monsters that want to kill you.
All of the zombies.
Absolutely, yeah. But
And you're
dealing
alone.
with zombies that are all the same. They're all people that are dead and shambling, presumably. Or Pokemon, where one's a rat, which is fine. But for every rat, there's 3 different dragons that can breathe some sort of element and raise hell from the ground.
That's true.
It's going to be much easier. You're going to have an easier time killing 60 zombies than killing 20 Pokemon. I guarantee it.
I don't know. I mean, they seem to be pretty in order in like the shows of Pokemon and stuff. Like people got it under control.
Well, yeah, but that's like, I mean, I don't know. I guess if it's under the guise, I don't think that it's meant to be under the guise that it's all under control like the show, because like I think it's living in a world where Pokemon are real. So like we don't have Pokeballs, and you know what I mean? Like Pokemon candies. Like we don't have the things that we need to contain these creatures.
True.
They would run amok. And like for instance, Derek specifically said like Charizard is just a little lizard, but his tail's on fire. Like that, like even a little lizard that has its tail on fire is gonna light a house on fire 3 times a day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like even the ones that you think wouldn't be as big of a threat are gonna decimate the planet.
That's true.
If I'm taking it as we live in our world right now, and tomorrow either Pokemon exist or zombies exist. You know what I mean?
Okay.
That's how I'm interpreting this. And if tomorrow we woke up and Pokemon existed, it would be a matter of 3 days before society would collapse. That is my hypothesis on the fucking Pokemon.
Yeah.
Thing. It would be horrible.
Yeah, that's
It'd
true.
be god awful. Like,
so you're picking the zombie apocalypse?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm taking like a hammer. You'll catch me. It's Walking Dead. It'd be Rick Grimes.
I'll probably have to
time.
just agree with you there then. You
It'd
made
be
a lot of valid points.
It'd be the Rick times, because I would Rick Grimes it up. I'd go out there with a hammer and a fucking like revolver, and because everybody's like, oh yeah, I would live in the zombie apocalypse. I'd probably die within a couple of days, but I would rather
try
have the literally. It's because with Pokemon you have no chance. One of the Pokemon in the roster of Pokemon is just God. It's just like the God of all creation. That thing will kill you.
That's true.
That thing will kill everybody if it wants. It doesn't like you don't stand a chance surviving against if you had to fight Pokemon. But if I had to fight zombies, I kind of got a chance, right? I feel like everybody kind of has a chance.
Yeah.
Against a zombie or two. Maybe not a big one, but one bigger than a fucking Charizard.
Yeah.
If a Charizard's trying to kill me, I'm done.
That's true.
Dragonite, or like what are the Gyarados, the giant fucking flying Loch Ness monster that's like the size of a skyscraper? Yeah, let that thing fly around for a while. That'd be cool.
No.
And here's the thing: is it's also like where Pokemon exists. There's multiple. You can have like 12 Gyaradoses. It's not just one. So like New York. Like, the skyline of New York could be filled with flying water dragons blocking out the sun. There could be that many Gyaradoses.
That's insane.
So fuck that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like this is a bad argument as well. And, like, everyone's like, what? How's this even a question? Pokemon, because I want a Pikachu. Yeah, you want a Pikachu until it fucking electrocutes you. You know what I mean? Like, they're animals.
And it did it in the show.
Yeah, and Ash, there's a whole theory that he died, and the whole series is like, I don't know. I'm just saying, we talk a lot about Pokemon apparently on this podcast, but you got way more of a chance against zombies than fucking Pokemon.
That's true.
I'd way rather test my odds out against the zombie apocalypse than waves and waves of literal killer monsters that do nothing but fight each other.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's good.
Yeah.
So, when the zombies show up, we'll be in agreement that this was better than Pokemon. When it finally happens and we're barricading our doors and there's corpses clawing at the windows trying to get in, we'll look at each other and be like, at least it's not Pokemon.
Yeah. It could have been so much worse.
All right.
Oh, this is a good one.
So, I've caught a lot of flack for this topic. Would you rather always have pineapple on pizza or never have pizza again?
You got me to try pineapple on pizza, and I actually like it a lot.
I fucking love it. I might be a weirdo.
It's really good.
I'll
I
have
thought I would
pineapple-
hate it.
I'll have pineapple with ham and bacon. I'll have pineapple with chicken. I'll have pineapple with pepperoni, dude. I'll have pineapple. I'll just have cheese and pineapple. I could, sound off in the comments. This is going to be what I catch flack for. This is the beginning of it all, where I'm going to catch a bunch of flack for my opinions.
Yeah.
And people are just sound off. I want to hear it, how much of an idiot I am, because pineapple does not belong on pizza.
It's delicious.
It's phenomenal.
Grilled pineapple is really good, too.
It's so good. And here's the thing.
I kind of want a pineapple pizza now.
I know, right? Because, you can have it on so many different pizzas. You can have pineapple, like I just said, pineapple with chicken or pineapple with ham.
Yeah.
Or, those all taste relatively different. There's still pineapple on them, but they still have a different taste. You can have a barbecue sauce pizza over just never having it again. This is like a toddler that's I won't have it. I mean...
It can't be good ever.
Stick to what you believe, but I will die on the hill that pineapple belongs on pizza. It is phenomenal. The contrast of the sauce and the savoriness with the sweetness.
Sweet.
Oh, it's so good. And when you cook pineapple, it just brings out the natural sugars and sweetness in it. It's phenomenal.
It really is.
It's love
very good. I'm glad you
pineapple
made
on
me
pizza.
try it.
Yeah.
I swore against it too.
So, like I said, if you want to lampoon me or whatever, feel free. I accept it. But try pineapple on pizza. And if you've tried it in the past and didn't like it, that's fine. Maybe try it again sometime because, shit changes. But give it a shot, okay? It's fucking good. It's delicious. And it's good for you.
Give it a shot.
Pineapple is amazing for you. Give it a shot.
It's very good for you.
Leave Brittany alone.
Oh.
All right, it looks like we only got one more here.
Okay.
And this is kind of this one's
for the ladies.
Yeah, this one's for you, Emily. For and any of the ladies listening.
All right.
It
says this one is for the ladies. Would you rather A, get your dream wedding and the marriage will last 5 years, or B, have a very cheap wedding and the marriage will last for the rest of your life?
Ooh. So this is big. I mean, I feel like this is very much would you rather have the spectacle of a wedding, but not the actual the whole reasoning behind the wedding to be completely there?
Honestly, this is easy for me. I would choose B, have a very cheap wedding and the marriage will last for the rest of your life, because you can always what is that? You can renew your vows
yeah.
and do another wedding.
Right.
When you can do it and have the more money to do something, big and fancy or whatever, you can. And then you got the love of your life and a fancy wedding.
Yeah.
Why not? And you can get both in that case.
I understand wanting the big spectacle of the wedding. A lot of people are that's a big thing for them, is looking forward to having their perfect wedding with the, everything that they want right in their perfect spot. And I totally get that. But why give up the actual sanctity of the marriage for it?
Right. Is it even worth it at that point if the person you're spending all that time and effort on, making it some big fancy thing, you're not going to end up being with them?
Yeah, I feel like this is another that's a good point in the comments. What if your dream wedding is a cheap wedding?
Yeah, it doesn't mean you can still have a really beautiful, awesome wedding when it and
I've been to a lot of cheap weddings that were really, really nice.
Yeah.
So I think it's about the vibe mostly, and the people that you have,
or even
there.
your creativity, honestly, and what you're willing to put together on your own.
This is just
versus pay for it.
I feel like this is just a call out. It's are you shallow? Do you want a big, big, beautiful wedding with a shitty marriage, or do you want a good marriage with a shitty wedding? You gotta be a certain type of shallow to pick the first one, right? Not to be an asshole,
right.
But
this says I could never understand spending thousands in just one day. Why not just go shopping? That sounds awesome.
I agree. I love shopping.
Our wedding would just be our wedding. It'll be just a shopping trip.
Right. All right. So those were pretty good, though, right? That was fun.
Yeah.
We had lots of options. We made a lot of good decisions.
Yeah. Some of them are kind of hard, though. The eggshell banana peel one really.
Yeah. But we
really got me messed up.
We agreed on most of them, which is surprising. I didn't think that we would agree on as many of them as we did. But before we wrap up and kind of get going here, I wanted to look at a little post here. So if you remember, I mentioned previously, I want to start doing like an advice segment, right? I want to have viewers kind of send in if they have anything, that they want to even just get off their chest, like anything, just viewer submissions. And so I haven't, we haven't received any yet, but I just wanted to throw it out there. If you have anything that you would like to send our way, and we can kind of look over it on the pod and give our thoughts and takes on it, you can send that to @uncommonnonsensepod@gmail.com. Again, that's uncommonnonsensepod@gmail.com, and we'll look through all your submissions. But as a little tester here, I went on to r/advice, right? And I found this post, and the reason that I bring this one up is because we both have this problem, quite often, in fact.
Yeah.
It's slowed down a lot, for sure. But it was just the other day that this happened to you. But it says, I had a nightmare, and then in parentheses, can I trust my BF? So it says, I just started dating around a few weeks ago, almost 1 month, and I just had a nightmare about my BF cheating on me with another girl. Yes, it sounds stupid to be so worked up because of a nightmare, but I don't know why I just can't shake off the uneasiness feeling inside my chest. Any advice? To be honest, I don't even know what advice I'm asking for. I just really need to get this out of my system. So, this is a hard situation because dreams are weird, right? It's literally just your brain showing you things.
She's also new in this relationship, so it's like
having that uneasiness.
You don't have the security either, as
right.
you would if you've been with someone for 3 or 4 years or something.
Right.
So it's nerves. It sounds like just nerves and you're just worried, in the back of your head. That's what you're worried about.
And they even admit that it seems stupid, and they feel silly for even having this sort of feeling, or these problems kind of come up, but I would argue it's completely natural.
It happens way more often than people,
think. It's hard to deal with because a lot of times dreams feel so real. You know what I mean? So it's hard to kind of convince yourself that wasn't real and kind of take yourself out of that situation and not react to the feelings you had in that situation that actually doesn't exist.
Right.
We've had our fair share of giving each other the cold shoulder over shit that we did to each other in dreams.
Yeah, for only a few minutes, basically in the morning, and we're
just enough time to kind of get over it and realize really the goofiness of it.
Yeah,
but it is upsetting. I mean, seeing stuff like that, even if it is just a dream.
It was only just a dream.
It was only just a dream. I was thinking about her, thinking about me, thinking about us, where we gonna be. Sorry. No, I mean, even if it is just a dream, it is upsetting, and it's hard to...
It's hard to get over that when you first wake up, too. You're like, what the hell just happened?
It's hard to convince yourself to not have that reaction.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think that if I had any advice, it would be just... Obviously, you shouldn't lose trust for your boyfriend in this scenario. You just got to kind of have a minute to yourself and just really think it through. Be like, okay.
Maybe talk to him about it, too.
Yeah.
I
found that has helped. I mean, I've seen it said multiple times, but reassurance is free, guys. I mean, at any point, if your partner needs any kind of reassurance, even if it's just over a stupid dream, I mean, that can really help.
Just do it. It costs $0.
Right. And so yeah, I think that's a great point. I would bring it up to him. And not in an accusatory manner. Don't bring it up as if hey, this is a problem, but I would just say, hey, I had a dream and this happened, and I know that it's not any fault of yours, I wouldn't accuse him of anything, but I would just bring it up and maybe he'll have that reassurance of, you have nothing to worry about.
I feel like that would really, really help.
But it is important to remember that at the end of the day, it's just a dream. It's the same thing as when you hear something weird and you're like, oh, what was that? It's just your mind playing tricks on you. You know what I mean? And you just got to remember that stuff happens, and we all just got to live through it.
And if it's something you're already worrying about, in a brand new relationship, then it's going to be in the back of your head. You're going to go to bed with that in the back of your head, and it's going to manifest some stupid dreams.
Yeah,
that
for sure.
seem extremely
the more you
real.
stress about it, the more it will affect you too. And I think that the more that you stress about it, the more effect it will have on your relationship, because then you're going to start to actually have real trust issues for reasons that are solely in your head, which is a sad thing that does happen.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I would say that my advice
happened to me for a while.
I would just say that my advice is, you know, you just got to remind yourself, hey, that didn't happen. It felt like it did. It feels like it did, but it didn't. And like Emily said, I would maybe bring it up.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that was
talking is very, very therapeutic and helpful.
It's how we solve our problems, man. Talking it out. And it's just fun. I mean, that's why I made a show where I just sit and talk for an hour. It's a fun thing to do.
Right.
It's human nature. You know what I mean? We constantly seek interaction and approval in various scenarios.
Right.
And
sometimes advice.
So if you're seeking advice, feel free to send it over to us again, uncommonnonsensepod@gmail.com, and we'd love to take a look at it as we did here. But I appreciate everyone for tuning in. It's been a great time.
For sure.
Had another little romp through Reddit. If you like these kind of episodes, do let us know. You can either leave a comment if you're on the YouTube, or if you're on Spotify, feel free to leave a review. I'd love to hear your feedback. But yeah, if you want to keep up with the podcast or keep up with me, you can follow me on basically every social, the main ones, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at Uncommon Collin. That's Uncommon Collin. I'm not really using Twitter right now, as we kind of discussed Muskie's
business.
That Muskie business over on Twitter. But you know, we'll see what happens. But yeah, look out for more episodes. I would love to do some episodes. I brought it up to Emily. I think that we want to do some movie reviews.
Yeah.
I would love to sit down and watch some movies and kind of give my takes on them, because I just love movies. So if you have suggestions for movies that you want to hear us talk about, feel free to leave it in the comments. You can send me a tweet or a comment on, Instagram or TikTok, or if you want to send it to uncommonnonsensepod at gmail.com, I'll look into that as well. But
yeah,
more to come. We're still very early into 2023, so look forward to the rest of the year. We got lots of stuff planned, but I appreciate you guys tuning in. And we gotta give them some common sense, right?
Yeah.
What's some good common sense for this episode? I would say the common sense for this episode is just talk your problems out. You got an issue, you got something going on, you got something bothering you, just talk it out.
That's pretty common sense.
I would say just, use your words. Use your words.
Where's your speaking abilities?
Right. Use that speech tree and get it up to level 100. Skyrim memes. I'm a gamer, I promise. All right, well, anyway, I appreciate you guys for tuning in and sticking around. If you're here till the very end, you did it. You win. You're my favoriteest boy or girl or whatever you are. You're my favoriteest.
Yeah.
And so get real high and I swim at the top of my lungs. What's going on? And I said, hey, yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, yeah, yeah. I said, hey, what's going on?
All right, sorry.
That's the outro.
Thank you guys for watching.